Good morning. Finally get to see you guys. It's been a while. Smiling faces. Yeah, Darren Sproles will practice this week. Yep.
Is the expectation to be able to play on Sunday?
We hope to. Yeah, we hope to. This will be day to day, be a little bit limited, but the expectation would be that he does play.
If he can't go, who would be the punt returner then?
Well, again, I'm not going to divulge all our secrets, but we have a backup plan if that's the case. Yes.
Do you expect Lane Johnson to practice at all this week?
Lane Johnson will practice. Might be a little limited, but he's going to go, and we'll see where he's at day by day.
So they want to play this Sunday?
Lane?
Yeah.
Expecting him to play, yes.
In the time since his signing and the bye week, how much has acclimated, how acclimated has Golden Tate come to the offense? Right?
I'm going to tell you, he's been in here every day. He and Brew and Mike Rowe, I mean, even myself, we've kind of tackled him every single day, and so trying to get him caught up to just our terminology, the way we call things, how we line up. But he's been awesome. Been in here every day.
So you think you might get back this week? Sidney Jones, Corey Graham, any of those guys?
Well, we expect Corey to possibly get some practice time this week and see where he's at by week's end. Sidney's a little bit different. We'll see where he's at day by day, but he's doing well with his rehab also.
What was the process like for you when the trade came down in terms of looking at Golden's tape, figuring out how you want to implement him into the offense?
Well, number one, we evaluated the player, the person, and then basically just how he would fit. The routes he was running in Detroit. Went back and watched some of his Seattle tape, and felt real comfortable with him coming in and giving us some added depth. It's an opportunity, great opportunity for all our receivers, but for him to come in and just add some value.
How are the skill sets of him and Nelson Aguilar similar or different? How can they kind of work together to be on the field at the same time?
Well, and that's the chess piece that we as coaches try to do each week is who's going to be on the field and the matchups and everything else. And I think the skill sets. Nelson does some great things: straight line speed, good route runner, smart guy. Golden, kind of the same way. He's probably a little more of the short to intermediate type guy, a little quick twitch. They've used him out of the backfield before, and things like that. So similar styles, but also in some aspects a little different.
Why did you guys feel that you needed to add a wide receiver, at the deadline? Especially with the way offenses are scoring in the NFL.
Well, there you go. You just answered your own question.
I mean, is that kind of how you saw it?
Yeah, I mean, we look at all the positions, obviously. You try to see if there's a DB out there. You maybe see if there's another pass rusher out there. And then what are you giving up as a team? I mean, that's the other thing you gotta concern yourself about. And I think Howie does a great job. Obviously, trust him and his decisions and what he's willing to spare. But and then we have to look at it as coaches. How are we going to implement this guy? At any position. And he adds depth. He adds value. So we're excited to get him in here. It's exciting for him. A little change of scenery, and we'll see how it goes here in the next few days.
What are the expectations for Tim Jernigan now that he's back practicing?
Well, we're going to bring him slowly, day by day. Just we got time with him. We don't have to do anything right now. We got couple weeks with him, so we're just going to, each day give him more and more. He hasn't done anything football-wise for a long time, so just want to see where he's at health-wise here each day.
Hey, Doug, Lane's injury usually comes with a multi-week absence. How do you kind of explain his ability to get
Listen, Lane's a tough guy now. He is a tough guy, and in his mind, I think he would want to play, and our expectation is that he does play. But at the same time, I say that, and then I say, hey, I don't want to put somebody out there that might be less than 100% too. So we'll get him ready. We'll get all our guys ready like we do each week, and just the expectation would be that he plays.
Doug, what does the Dallas rivalry mean to you?
This rivalry's it's an exciting rivalry. It's two really great franchises, obviously, great teams. It's always exciting, Dallas week. there's a lot of energy. It's an NFC East opponent, something that we talk about all the time. I go back to my days when I was here, as a player, obviously, and playing the Cowboys and what it meant to obviously this city and our fans, and so I expect all our fans to be rocking the link Sunday night.
Could Jalen Mills play this week, or is that a longer term?
We'll evaluate him day by day. He might be a touch longer, but he's coming, and we'll see where he's at again at the end of the week.
When you look at offenses in this league, the explosive ones, generally they're spreading the football. Do you think spreading the field with personnel, do you think Golden gives you the ability to go to more 11 and spread the football, spread the field a little bit more?
It helps, to be able to do that, but you still have to worry about protection and how you're going to, with 5 guys against some really good pass rushers. We know number 90 this week is a really good pass rusher, so we got to be careful, with the amount of spread sets and empty sets that we do. But it does add value. It adds depth. It adds some explosive, opportunities for us. And I think one of the things we have done the last couple of weeks is we've been a little more aggressive down the field, and that's opened up some things for us. And we just got to continue to manage that too.
John, you have a lot of ground to make up going forward here. A very, very tough schedule coming up. Do you have to remind everyone that it's 1 week at a time, that you can't make up all this ground just this week or next week and look too far ahead, that stay locked in? Do you remind them as they come back here from the bye?
I do. I reminded them of that really on Monday. Coaches, players, really the organization, that one, we're coming off a lengthy bye, getting some guys back, but at the same time we gotta make sure that we maintain that physicality, we maintain the aggressiveness. You can look down the road a little bit and see, kind of break it up the next four weeks and the last 4 weeks, and see exactly what's in front of us. But we always focus on 1 week at a time mentality. We talk about winning our division opponent games, and this is one of those that you try to win. And when you say things are right in front of you, it's kind of right there for this football team, to go attack and try to capture. So I just remind them, each and every day of that.
How forceful was your voice in the room when the discussions were made about bringing in an offensive piece before the trade deadline?
Definitely had a say in it. Obviously, how this person, we didn't know who it was, but Golden, how he was going to fit and how we were going to use him. That's a key element. And with the guys that we have, and how do you give everybody enough touches? How are you getting your 2 tight ends touches, Alshon touches? There's things you have to factor in, but I think this is where Mike Rose really, he's done a nice job this week and really last week on implementing, the guys that we have and putting plays and things together that can take advantage, of this game plan, but at the same time, managing who's in the game. And then, of course, as a play caller, making sure that everybody's getting opportunities to touch the football.
Do you think Carson and Golden Tate can get on the same page? Obviously, you kind of have to hit the ground running here.
You talking about Sproles and Golden?
No, Carson and Golden Tate.
It's going to take a little time. They're going to have to spend a little extra time either during or after, practice and get some extra throws possibly, just to kind of get a feel. I think as a quarterback you'd want to do that. And same way with Golden. Matthew Stafford throws it probably a little differently than Carson does. So getting used to Carson is something he's going to have to do. But we got to do it fast, like now. So it's going to take some time.
Is there timing?
In Sproles' case, he committed to running with him in that first game. Is that how you plan on using him going forward and, on the ground?
Well, one, we got to make sure, too, as this week goes, that he's healthy, 100%. He feels great. But yeah, we're gonna, again, we're gonna just mix him in, and I think we're a different team from week 1 to now. Obviously we don't have Jay, but Corey's done a great job, Wendell, and now the emergence of Josh. He's kind of stepped up his game and he's played well, particularly this last game. And now we get Darren back, so it's a great opportunity for him. Again, it's like with Golden, I got to make sure that we have plays in for those guys and then use them in the game. So I can't tell you that we're going to feature Darren. Can't tell you that we're going to feature Josh or any of those guys, but Darren's going to be a big part of the game.
The timing of the week off, how much does that help Carson? I mean, as well as he's played and everything, the fact that, it's still, he had that knee and everything like that.
Well, I think the timing of it helps everybody. I think it even helps the coaches just kind of get away and catch their breath a little bit, get re-energized. But in his case specifically, I think it definitely helps. Where he can rest and heal and even go back and watch the games he played in and see where he can improve. And so it was a key time for that bye.
Doug, turning now to left field question, because fans are intrigued by the future of Jordan Mailata. What's the likelihood that in the future he could be used in a situation as a running back?
That's a good question. I don't know. He's definitely used to carrying a larger football. They call it a football? I don't know what they call it, the ball. Very athletic guy. It's intriguing. I mean, it's not out of the question.
All right, the Cowboys after this, right? Going after Stoll, what do you see the Cowboys getting? They come off a loss, but what do you see from them that's so concerns you about them right now?
Well, obviously, I think one of the things they've defensively is a good football team. It's a really good football team on defense, and they're really good up front, good pass rushers, third down. They're one of the top, if not the top, third down defense getting off the field. We understand, Elliott, what a tremendous back he is. A lot of things offensively run through him, and you gotta basically stop him if you can. And he's tough to bring down. So this is a team that has a lot of weapons. Amari Cooper now is going into a couple more weeks of practice and getting more comfortable with Dak. And Dak can obviously beat you not only with his arm but with his legs. So, listen, this is a tough matchup. Again, NFC East, great opportunity for us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.